Tales series has never been too big in America, but many of the games within this series are a blessing. Tales of Vesperia is a great outing that many fans of the series may enjoy if this is the first time you've ever played a Tales game. Even Tales of Vesperia is a good game to start with. Tales of Vesperia takes place in a world where Blastia, magical properties, are used to protect the citizens from monsters. There are also knights who help out and protect the citizens of the world. You play as Yuri, a man who has left the knight mainly because he didn't like how the government treated the people. Obviously, there's something else afoot. Something more that this powerful empire is hiding, and as Yuri and his company, you're going to find out what it is. Tales of Vesperia may not have an original storyline, but it's told very well. Much of the dialogue is very well written, sprinkled with its own fluffy humor. What really helps the story very well developed, and as you play, you'll become really attached to them. Each also has their own distinct personality that help them along as they have their own charms about them. To help character development, you can also watch skits, which are basically conversations among the party, and they're completely optional. They really add to the characters by giving you a glimpse into what they're thinking. If there was anything about Tales of Vesperia's story that is a little troubling, it would be that perhaps there's too much story in some areas. You'll run from town to only backtrack to a previous town, only to realize it was all done for story exposition, and that you really didn't engage in a lot of battles. Yet, while there's a lot of exposition, there's still plenty of battles to be played. The Tales games have been largely known for their battle systems. Once the battle begins, you control one of 4 characters. You can all run around freely and land blows, hack and slash, use magic, special techniques, very similar to the Star Ocean games. It can feel a bit like button mashing affair at times, and certainly beginning stages of the game can be that way. But as you get further into the game, it becomes more about strategy and concentration than just hitting a button or just using some technique. While you control one character, the game's IA makes it a point to control the other 3. Surprisingly, the AI does a very good job of keeping your characters alive and using items, but you can have greater control once you look more into the strategy of the game. You can control what moves your characters do, when they'll do it, and how they do it. Finally, to the battle system, there are abilities. Characters can equip weapons that will teach them certain abilities. If they use a weapon too long, they'll learn the ability and be able to use it whenever they want, provided they have the skill points required to equip it. There's nothing difficult about learning Tales of Vesperia's battle system. It's all relatively simple and easy to pick up on. So even if you've never played a Tales game before, the battle system is easy enough to learn that it shouldn't give you any trouble. Graphics-wise, Tales of Vesperia is a gorgeous game and runs very smoothly. Most of the dungeons you'll travel to also look nice. The enemies and bosses are very detailed, and the load times are incredibly fast. Saving, loading, going from place to place, going in and out of caves. It is quick, it is simple. The character designs are perhaps the best part of every character stands out on their own. Music-wise, the game has a lot of memorable tunes that stand out. There are a few forgettable tunes, but much of it really fills the situation. Much of the dialogue in the game is spoken, and the voice acting is very good and very well done. If you're a fan of the Tales series, this is a great game to add to that collection. If you've never played a Tales game before and you're curious about this series, this is a good game to start with. With its easy learning curve and character-driven story, most RPGs find Tales of Vesperia to be a real treat. In the end, guys, I highly recommend that you pick this game up. I got it not too long ago for about $30-40. It was worth it. It's worth even $50 if I was forced to pay that much. The game is visually amazing. There are plenty of weapons, long story. I guess all of us have been missing JRPGs for a while, ever since they stopped making them so far. And the ones they do make aren't as fun as they used to be. I really recommend you pick this game up because you will have so much fun playing it. The dialogue is quirky, it's hilarious, the story is very interesting and keeps you guessing and keeps you going. Other things about the game are the characters. It has a New Game Plus, so if that doesn't get you in already, I don't know what will. This game is long, New Game Plus. It is a fun game to play. I enjoyed it. I am still playing it. The length, I hit about 30 hours, and apparently from what I'm read, it can be to a 60-hour to a 100-hour game. There are plenty of secret missions and side quests. It is a game that I recommend is a highly, highly must-buy. Pick this up if you need something to play or you just miss JRPGs as much as I used to. Alright, whatever it costs now, get it. You will enjoy this game.